Hey guys, I'm sure you're aware that there's a BBC documentary about the late TB Joshua. I've only watched one episode. Initially, when it was released, I didn't want to watch it at all, but my sister somehow convinced me to watch it, and I was only able to get through one episode. And honestly, the things they mentioned there left me shook. That is to say the least. I am shook. Because you know what? I grew up watching TB Joshua. Like in my house, Emmanuel TV was really popular. My mom, everyone in my family, we would watch Emmanuel TV together. And TB Joshua was known to be a philanthropist. So we used to hear a lot of good things about this man of God. So, you guys, I went on the streets of Twitter to see what people think about the old expose. Twitter people are very vocal, they say their minds without filter. So, I thought it would be good to go through the tweets together and let's see what the people are saying. Farouk says TB Joshua's daughter says the accusations are true because he tortured her. The morons who used to watch him on TV are saying BBC is making things up. It's pure cinema. Wahala. Kiki Modi have said TB Joshua has these underage girls stop by his office before using the bathroom. He was handing out slaps and telling them it was an honor to be slapped by him. My goodness. It was just one episode. I heard there about 3 episodes. Just one episode, and just that one episode I watched. I am speechless. I saw AD, it's a verified account. I think he's a musician. Yeah. He has said TB Joshua, Prophet TB Joshua, Prophet TB Joshua fake care. Person wey God use heal me from skin diseases at the age of 6 restored my mom's hand that was supposed to be amputated due to gunshot wound. Or is it my sister that got healed from blindness during her primary school days? So many wonderful deeds. Which of these are fake or staged? When my family and I were homeless, he gave us shelter and fed us. God is not a man. Say whatever you like, you know go change God from being God. Hashtag TB Joshua legacy lives on. Well, like I said at the beginning, we heard of so many good things that TB Joshua was doing. He was a philanthropist dashing out money to people, helping out the poor, feeding people. There were a lot of good things that were reported that he did. So this is what Victor AD thinks. Let's open up another tweet. Uloma, she's very popular on Twitter if you don't know her. TB Joshua was obsessed with accusing women of being temptresses, having the spirit of lust, being promiscuous, sex demons, etc. Yet it was a Syria. This is exactly how I view men who are obsessed with women's sexuality and impurity. Every accusation is a confession. Hmm. Now, wow. Ozzy Itomi said, I am not watching that TB Joshua documentary. I barely made it through Kelly. It's not every time I have to subject myself to the horrors of powerful men using their position and wealth to abuse women. We know, we are tired, nobody listens, nothing changes. Honestly, this was me when I heard about the entire documentary. I was like, I'm not watching, I beg. I'm not watching. It's not going to change anything. And I think I was mostly indifferent. I really couldn't care if what they said he did was true or wrong. But my sister, who was, said I should give it a go. So I did. Watched one episode. Maybe I'll watch the rest of it. But for now, just that one episode I've watched is already enough for me. Solomon Bucci, ever popular Solomon Bucci. He has said, a man told TB Joshua that his daughter was raped, he dismissed it immediately, saying, "She is a temptress. It's not rape. She has a seductive spirit. And you don't see a big problem with this. Some of you need mental cleansing." Wahala. Uwem Achibong have said, "I don't even care about what TB Joshua is saying about Prophet TB Joshua. I don't even care about what BBC is saying about Prophet TB Joshua. As a human, he might have made some mistakes, which every human has also made sometimes in their lives. But trust me, his impact and contribution to transforming lives all over the world cannot be ignored." Let me see if this thing is recorded. Let it not be that I'll finish this entire video and nothing was captured or it has cut my head off. So our video was recording. Let's continue. The source said, "If this is fake, then nothing is real. Just watch the boy who could not walk. Hashtag TB Joshua healed him in the name of Jesus, and he came back later to testify." Well, I tried to get a balanced, I tried to gather tweets from both camps, those in support of TB Joshua and those that are not for TB Joshua. Jay have said, "Bisola has been exposing TB Joshua since 2008 till date, and nobody was ready to listen until BBC came out." Oh, really? I didn't even know about that. I didn't know she was. Bisola is one of the ladies in the documentary. If you've not watched it, one of the ladies that gave an eyewitness account of her experiences with TB Joshua, and apparently she's been vocal about what TB Joshua did to her since 2008. I don't think I came across it at all. Anyways, let's continue. Ume Christian have said, "This BBC documentary on TB," I think he meant TB Joshua. Anyways, "This BBC documentary on TB Joshua is crap. I saw that man build his first church with his bare hands time after time. When it was being destroyed by flood, I saw that man feed kids, orphans, widows, the less privileged in general." Hashtag TB Joshua. This one is a long tweet. Anyways, let's read it. Don Tobechukwu Ade said, "I am shocked so many are surprised about the TB Joshua saga. Some of us knew this way back in 2001. His ways were clearly not of God, and I don't engage anyone in any argument as regards him. It makes no sense. Some of his atrocities were in the papers, then as confessed by those who escaped from his bondage, but somehow those news just died down mysteriously. So it's kind of easier for this to come out now because he's late. If he was alive, it would be very difficult. That's how powerful he was. I knew of someone personally and some scary stories of how he was tormented spiritually when he decided to leave. So, as much as I don't like to engage in TB Joshua's matter, I'm taken aback that even within the body, some are saying another thing. It is well, my brother, it is well. It is well. No pity, I've said. Religion is evil. It brings the worst out of people. Africans need to let religious beliefs go. See, I think this is another topic for discussion because the way we as Nigerians carry religion on our head, you would think Christianity started from Nigeria. So I think the focus of people should move from being religious to being Christian, being Christ-like. Instead of worshiping men of God, the focus should be being Christ-like, worshiping God, not men of God. Stop carrying men of God on your head. Well, I've said my own 2 cents. Seeing I've said, a lot of people coming to TB Joshua's defense keep talking about how he was generous and helped the poor. In Nigeria, as long as you're a philanthropist, you can get away with anything. Well, Nigerians have very short memory. Like you you may have been doing like 1 million bad, eh? But the moment you do one good thing, they've forgotten all the plenty bad things you've done. They have very short term memory, very small memory span. Santito have said if Prophet TB Joshua is regarded as one of the most skilled con man and manner if Prophet TB Joshua is regarded as one of the most skilled con man and master manipulator to ever lead, him being carried around in a clear casket for the world to document is some master class con stories you will ever come across. Days after the BBC interview, Nigger is alive. Well, there's now conspiracy theory that TB Joshua is alive. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Um, Yashi Kid have said, "What if TB Joshua faked his death to escape from all of this?" What do you guys think? Do you think he faked his death? Or more like Twitter, the amount of normal people there is like this. They're not plenty at all. The normal people there. Anyways, let's continue. Tabi Ndlovu have said TB Joshua did not do all of that on his own. He had a team of people who knew what he was doing and were feeding into it because they were as bad as he was and benefited from it. Abuse at such levels is enabled by ecosystems. They are hardly a one-man act. Arrest them all. Fair point. Fair point. David the Great have said it would have been better if also they released a documentary about his humanitarian works, teachings, healings, and deliverances. The documentary is scripted to tarnish his image, and the victims who claim were tortured are just sellouts. TB Joshua's legacy lives on. Hmm. Well, I think if you're releasing any facts, it's always good to release both the good and bad facts so people can make their judgments themselves. Uloma have said no, we've done Uloma. Okay, Uloma have said something that struck me in that TB Joshua documentary was how he built his cult using white people to gain credibility. He knew how much Nigerians worship white people and he milked it to the very end. Well, in the video, they said he targeted Caucasians and white people. So I don't know what to make of that. So there are a lot more tweets. I think we're just going to take two more and we'll wrap it up. King Kali have said TB Joshua expose just revealed a lot about how corrupt religion is in this part of the world. They feed on the gullibility of the onlooking populace, enrich themselves, and look powerful. I mean, I'm not the one to frown a man of God's being rich and powerful, but I'll always have my brother. That thing when you not finish for the sentence, we would have loved for you to have finished it though. Sarah too has said the real lesson of the TB Joshua thing is to be wary of authoritarian leadership everywhere, and that we should be worried about how our society allows disgusting charlatans masquerading as leaders to thrive, and that's in and out of government. The Nigerian system is very porous. That's a known fact. So the last tweet by Manizi Dwayne have said, why does a YouTube search for BBC Africa look so different from Google search for BBC America? Is Africa the only place with corruption and evil? How come when you Google BBC America, you don't see any expose documentaries on Americans? Why is BBC always painting Africa bad? I've actually not gone to compare BBC Africa and BBC American page to see what this guy is on about. But yeah, I'm pro push the positives of Nigeria because as much as there's bad going on in Nigeria, there are lots of good going on as well. So um yeah, media agencies should do well to promote the good as well as this bad. Okay. All right, guys. So my take on this old expose is I'm shook. I'm completely shook. Like I don't even know what to believe. These are eyewitnesses accounts, and they sound like they hold water, but honestly I'm speechless. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you like to see more of this content, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. See you.